spleen, and the liver. Then we have the back side here. This is where you feel the most painful area when you do the stretching. You remember? On the clothes, okay. You can always do it on the clothes. Yeah, but the effect is much worse because the energy is wasted. And this is why we have the slappers. Do we have the slappers? But you need to buy from the hospital. The slappers, at the beginning, why don't we use the slappers? We have to teach you how to use your own hands first because there is energy here. And you're killing two birds with one stone. When you slap with your hands are also slapped. It's all, all echo points. So that is good. But very soon you'll find you're so tired. You don't have enough energy to do it. That'd be much easier if you use slappers. And of course, we were slapped by our parents if we did something wrong, right? But now in this time when we did one in Vancouver and Los Angeles, all the adults like this, boom, 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 like this. What happened? Every one of them, a lot of shock. Like, the slide we showed the other day? But what happened after that? The lower back for 20 years gone, and all the, wombs problem inside the ladies, all gone, and the legs problems, all gone. But we'll do it one by one. Today we'll do the lower parts, beginning from here. Here, 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 here. See the point?
Just burn it on fire.
Close your eyes. There are so many meditation ways. If you have a specific way to do your meditation, do it in your way. Or if you don't have, my suggestion is simply have a dialogue with your body. You just say those 4 words. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Those 4 sentences. They're very famous and they're very powerful. You simply talk with your body. Let's say if you have a headache, you talk with your head. If you have a liver problem, talk with your liver. Or whichever part of your body has a problem, you talk to him. Always think of your founder of India, Gandhi. See, as a Chinese, I learned this from Gandhi. Whenever I'm in trouble, fasting. So fasting will give you new life.
If you put your foot this leg down, you will feel much better. Can you put this leg down?
Later, when I get my
it will go.
muscle spasm.
Yeah. Just raise your hands. Okay. And
See, if you're not thirsty, don't drink too much. You drink only when you are thirsty. And when you drink, always drink warm. Okay, don't drink cold. Now, for the stomach issue, I'm sure a lot of concern, especially those with diabetic issues, especially those who stop insulin. Okay, it's always slapping here, or the whole arm. When you feel tired, fatigue, exhausted, dizzying, headache, always here, on both sides. If it is an emergency case, you can do it really hard. So there is no secret formula. If you really want to do well, some people do it very hard, very painful, but the SARS still doesn't show. But if you have Qi, you do it very concentratedly, not that painful, and the garbage will be driven out. So it's all about energy, except that the energy here is not provided from outside world. It's all from your internal garbages. So what a lovely game. You see, you digest your garbages, and the garbages are turned into energy, and then the garbage is out. Then you lose weight. Then your diseases are gone. So it's internal green cycling and recycling. Again, 3 people forming a group. For this side, you can use this, no? See? I show you this part. Okay, but for this part, you can with one hand like this. Can you take it off? That'd be easier. You're a man. Oh, you have 2. That'd be much easier. See? Here. Then you got here. Now what about here? Yeah, down, okay? That's one side. For this, 2 hands, see? We slap on the stomach. But for the stomach, we don't have, because we have slippers, so we can directly do it on the clothes. That'd be easier. But don't do it yourself. Buy the one next to you. Otherwise, you will never get the sound out. See? That's the experience. They do this, to 1 hour, nothing. By another one, 5 minutes, a lot of things. And for some of the area, stomach. See, actually here is the stomach, okay? You can even use this. This is very painful. Your own hand like this. Like this. Yeah. People, you can try this. On the center of your stomach, you get burping very quickly. That's very, yeah. So for the bigger area, you do like this. But for some very pinpoint area, you can do like this. Very useful. You are still on fasting, you see? You are still alive. That's a big achievement. Number 2, even without sleeping and stretching, if you're purely on fasting, hormones are already changing. Now, fasting plus sleeping and stretching, more chemical and biological changes will happen. That's the Western way, the scientific way. Or in Indian way or the Chinese way, we say the chakra system will be clearer. So more energy, good, positive energy will increase, right? Whenever you have a pain, please don't say stop. Okay, you can do it more gently. That's okay. But if it totally, completely stop, it's like boiling the water, you see? The fire, the water, now it's 40 degree, 60 degree, then you stop. You take a break. 20 minutes later, you do it again. Then the temperature dropped a lot. It's exactly like that, you see? The warm, the energy is there. If you wait, you come back, you have to warm it up again. You can also feel, see, the pain change. Pain will change. You see, when you do it like this, if it's warm up a little bit, then you do more, it is not that painful, right? You have that experience? So with these days, you will accumulate more experience. That is the disease, okay? If you don't have the disease, even if I try very hard, you won't have the pain. What I mean is, the pain is already there. It's made by yourself, you accumulate it, you reserve it, you only wait for the time to be what? For them to be driven out, to be expelled. Of course, you can say, what if I don't do anything? I don't sleep, I don't stretch, I won't have the pain. Do you think there is such a simple thing? Then you have to take insulin, tablets, or even surgery, all kinds of things. You know what? You end up suffering more. You know people how die? People ask about hell. Simple. So the principal food, number one, eat less. If I'm fasting, that'd be even better. Of course, you don't have to do the fasting every day. You can do it once a week, twice a week, or once a month. It's like sleeping and stretching. There is no specific requirement for you. You have to make yourself a standard, because everyone's age, health condition, and even time is different. Some have to go to work, some don't. It's all different. Some can walk, some can't even walk, you see. But the basic thing is, number one, eat less beyond fasting. Number two, avoid eating the meat. I know this is a country where I met most of the vegetarians. So many vegetarian restaurants, which is good. Yeah. Don't eat too much meat. Okay? Number three, in terms of drinking, this is very important. We have been brainwashed by the Western medical world, the information. There are so many books about how to drink, how many gallons you should drink. This is very, very much misleading. The basic theory is don't drink if you're not thirsty. Because when you're thirsty, that's a sign from your signal from your body. Okay? Drink, always drink warm. Why do you drink ginger tea? Ginger tea can be only drunk in a warm way. But if you drink Coke, it's always cold, icy cold. People say, I like drinking, icy cold stuff. I say, yeah, if you want to put on weight, you can drink cold. The more cold you drink, the more weight you will gain. Do you like gaining more weight? This is not just for you, even for many Chinese, because this is a lost tradition. They have no clue about chakra system and the meridian system. You slept here. How can you heal your heart disease? That's their question. But for those who understand the meridian, this is a very stupid question. Because everyone is supposed to know this is heart. But they don't know. They think this is the elbow. How can you slap elbow, then you heal your heart disease? I can tell you honestly, this is the best way to heal your heart disease. You can have all this kind of different methods. Bypass, medication, surgery, forget it. We have many, many cases. Like the one I show you in the slides. The gentleman was about to have a bypass surgery, but after doing this, canceled.
Sir, MLA sir, you have room, still down. Still down. Yes, you have room.刚才换了吗？这边换了没有？换腿没有？
Why do we do like this? Opposite. What do you do in daily life? That means your daily life somehow, somewhere, something is wrong. Yeah. See? We don't say too clearly, but what we are doing now is giving you a very good hint. You know what's going on. See, this is very funny. For the humankind, human being, they know what is good, what is bad, but they will do exactly the bad thing. See, we don't want to hurt ourselves. We don't want to get sick, right? There must be a reason to getting all this disease, getting all this disease, right? You know, but you will do it anyway. You know, getting up to do the exercises is good. You will never get up to do the exercise. You know, eating too much is no good. You will always eat too much. See? You know, air conditioning too much is not good for you. You always enjoy that. Drinking too much icy cold water is not good for you. You will drink. Why? You think it's so hot, I need something cool myself down. See? You know all this. And you know, slapping causing the pain, that is good for you. You don't want it. Why? Because it is good for you. See, this is human being. If we really understand, we won't have the diabetes. We won't have the cancer. We won't have the Parkinson. That means we have some problems. But it's very hard to change at home. Here in the workshop, we're giving no medicine, no surgery, not even food. Why? That means you have too much food, too much medicine, too much insulin. For some people, too much surgeries. See, some people have a lot of surgeries. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, so here we're doing the deduction. Good, okay. But good thing is not an easy thing. Simple. You see, everything we do simple. Simple thing is not easy. It is because it is simple. It is not easy. Okay. Good luck at home. If we don't eat any food, you'll be still okay and more energetic on the 4th day. Because here we only have 2 days fasting. Normally our 7-day workshop will be 3 days fasting. But after 3 days fasting, some people will ask for more days fasting. Why? They feel good. They will do the jogging in the morning without food. Excellent. In addition to the physical garbages, which we can see with our eyes, the more important or the more damaging garbages are the invisible ones, the emotional, the negative emotions. If you look at this physical world, physically, according to Newton's law, you can see, or we can see even without that kind of physics study, all things cold contract, right? All things warm open, expand. That's a natural law, right? Okay? While if we look at our diseases, all the diseases are caused by cold or by the warm. It's all cold. Some people think they're hot. That hot is the wrong image. That's still cold. Why? Because the energy cannot reach that area. So they are stopped there. So all the hot burns out here. It should be spread elsewhere, but it cannot. So as time goes by, it consolidates. It's genetically inherited. Who knows? Now, even now, let's say you have lived 50 years, 60 years, all that long time, you have a lot of accumulation of those guys. And if you're sensitive enough, during the Paidalajin, even the smell will be different. Everyone's smell is different. I still remember once in Hainan Island in China, we got a workshop. We slept on the head. And this gentleman had a lot of nasal water, nose water coming down. It's all the smell of antibiotics. So we asked him, how come you have all this? The hospital smile. He said, every time I catch cold, I got a fever, I always antibiotics. It's like a dessert for him. So we get all these things. And in San Francisco, we have one man, one gentleman, one lady. During the pyrolysis, people can smell the smoking, the cigarette. They ask them, do you smoke? They said, no. But why do you have this kind of smoking smell, cigarette smell? Then they recalled, 30 years ago, they were smokers. So always start from where? Do you remember? From the knees. You always do the knees first, because all the old, aged people, more or less, they have knee problem or lower back. As long as you slap on the knee, especially at the back of the knee, it always heals both the leg problem and the lower back problem. You don't have to worry about the lower back. Once the knee is done, lower back is done. You should do